everyone. Welcome to another edition of the SpeakFyre podcast, live from the SpeakFyre studio. My name is Bobby Berg. I'm a motivational speaker for schools, and I'm here to help you live your best life today. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of SpeakFyre, live from the SpeakFyre studio. I'm your host, Bobby Berg. I'm a motivational speaker for at-risk youth, and I'm here to help you have your best life happen today. It's going to start the second this ends. Now, I know a lot of you are like, Bobby, listen, I've heard your podcast a lot. Why are you so amped up today? Y'all, I just got back from snowboarding with my wife, Jenny. It was her first time snowboarding, and dude, it was insane. She's not really the most coordinated person, let's put it, but she learns quicker than any person I've ever met. I've never met someone that can just pick up a concept and just roll with it as well as she does. And it doesn't matter if it's music, if it's academics, if it's sports, like she just can listen to what you say, internalize what you're meaning, and just do it. Yeah, and granted, she got a little frustrated at times. She was going down, I think it was the third time going down the hill, and she just ate it and fell right on her butt and bruised her tailbone. And she sat there and, it hurts a lot. So she sat there and was complaining about it and, oh man, this hurts. And then after a while, she goes, all right, well, we just got here. I'm not done. So let's keep going. And y'all, by the end of the night, she was doing really well for her first time being on a snowboard. Now, why am I telling you this? Because I want you to realize that sometimes what you've got to do is take those bumps, take those lumps. You have to take that time when life knocks you down and lay on the ground for a second and be like, oh, that's what the ground feels like. Yeah, this sucks. We've all been there before, because everyone can relate to at least one time in your life where something didn't go your way and you're stuck on the ground. Now, why am I bringing this up December 30th? Why am I bringing this up now? Because round 2 starts in 1, 2, 3 days. Round 2. Yeah, round 2. This decade is over. I know the decade doesn't start until 2021. Leave me alone. I want you to think about this. Everyone says new year, new me. Y'all, you get to say new decade, new me. I want you to go into this new decade ready to rock and roll the second you start. I don't want anything to hold you back. I don't want any reason that you had in 2019 to creep up back in your life. I don't want it to come back. I don't want those excuses. Who remembers a couple episodes ago, I said I was going to have a book draft due in hand by December 31st. And guess what didn't happen? That book draft. One of the greatest members of the SpeakFyre team, Aisha Thomas, she did an assessment with me. We covered my disc assessment. And as we were going through it, she goes, Bobby, something that you do a lot is you have these phenomenal ideas, but you are terrible at executing on things. She goes, it's nothing personal. This is just how you are. You're really good at making a concept. You're really good at hyping everyone else up to make them do, make them want to do what they need to get done. But for you, you need someone to hold you accountable, because you will 100% of the time choose what feels better over what needs to get done. And she's right. And I took a step back because I want this book to be awesome. I want this book to be, when everyone gets it in their hand, they finish that book and go, wow, I can do this too. That's what I want. So I took all of December to outline and plan, and I've been going to therapy for a couple months now. As a lot of you know, I'm very big on mental health, and I'm very big on taking care of you first. So my therapist and I were talking, and she goes, so what's something that you really want to do for 2020? And I said, I'm going to write my book, and it's going to be published. I want the first full, completed draft due by February 1st, and I want it published by April at the latest. And I'm saying April because I don't know how long publishing takes. So, if anyone has any info on that or any tips, please shoot them my way. Please, I'm on TikTok, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook. Please hit me up, slide my email, slide my DMs. I don't care. Any advice helps. I digress. But she said, what's something you really want to get done? I said, I want to get this book written. I want to be able to go into schools and I want to rock their world. I want to walk into schools and be like, hey, I know that a lot of you are going through a lot and some of y'all are spending most of your days on the streets after school. I get it. How about you take an hour a day and check this book out and tell me where it takes you. Tell me how your life gets. Tell me if anything changes over the next 6 months. I want to see it. That's what I want. Y'all, I'm telling you all of this because I want you to have a vision. We've talked in the podcast before about setting your goals for 2020. I want you to have your goal sheet with you wherever you go. Have it in your notes. Have it on the wall in front of your computer. Have it with you in your wallet or your purse or whatever. So no matter where you go, that is with you. It's like I told you guys before. We used to have our fighters do this all the time. If there was a combination that you couldn't throw or a kick that you weren't really proficient at, and it was really just getting you down, we would take a brick and put it in a bag like a burlap sack, and you would carry that with you everywhere. And I mean everywhere. You would carry that brick with you to school. You'd take it to every class with you. You'd take it to the bathroom. You would take it to the shower. You would shower with the brick. Now, I know we're a little crazy here and that's a little much, but that brick got heavy after a while. That brick was supposed to signify that issue that you refused to acknowledge. And how do you get rid of the brick? The only way to get rid of it is you had to work through the problem. And I'm here to tell you right now, if you want to work through your problems, if you want 2020 to be the best year you've ever had, if you want this next decade to be the best one that you've ever had in your entire life, what I need you to do is take that brick and put it down. I need you to put this brick down so you have your hands free to learn the combination, to learn the kick, to learn the subject, to learn whatever you need to do, to start going to the gym, to start studying more, to start believing in yourself, to take that thing that scares you the most, that every single person in your life has told you you can't do. Every single person that's looked at you and said you're not good enough, you can't make it, you're never going to be one of those people, you're never going to be in the 1%, you're never going to be a success. I need you to put that brick down. Because this is the year that we show everyone else that they're wrong. Not just that they could be wrong, that they 110% are wrong. You have gone through something that no one else has. You have grown. You have evolved. We are making the best you that you can be. And it's going to start on December 30th, 2018. Believe it. Do this. After you're done with this, I want you to stand up. I want you to go to the bathroom. I want you to close the door. And I want you to look yourself in the mirror for 10 seconds and don't say a word. Then I want you to, as you're taking this 10 seconds, I want you to really picture the 2 things that you want to complete in this year. For 2020, what are the 2 goals that you have to complete? Not just want to, but have to. I want you to internalize those. And after those 10 seconds are up, I want you to look yourself in the mirror and I want you to say, I am going to complete, and say the goal. Y'all, every single day for the past month, I've been waking up. First thing I do, turn my phone off or turn the alarm off, walk over to the bathroom, turn the light on, look myself in the mirror for 10 seconds in silence. And then I say, I am going to finish and publish my book, and I am going to impact 1,000 students this year. Every single morning. And I'll tell you right now, my life has done nothing but get better. I've become more focused. I've become more determined. I've become more passionate. I care about accomplishing my goals. I am obsessed with making this happen. Take the steps that you need to put the brick down. Take the steps that you need to make your best life livable today. That's all I got for you. I hope everyone has a wonderful week. Y'all, I hope this was helpful. If it was, hit me up on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, or Facebook. Let me know what you thought. Better yet, hop in the reviews on the podcast you're listening to this on and leave a review there. I check all of them, and I will respond to everything that I can. Y'all, I love hearing from you. It's the highlight of my day. I hope everyone has a wonderful week. I hope you are rocking everything that you do. I hope nothing's getting in your way, and for whatever does get in your way, I know you're going to find a way to overcome it like you always do. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace! That was another awesome episode of the SpeakFyre podcast. Thank y'all for sticking around for this long, but I got a question for you. Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? See, when I was trying to get this podcast off the ground, I had a lot of questions, like how do I record an episode? How do I get my show to apps? Like, do I have to do it individually, or can I just have one place that does everything for me? And most importantly, how do I make money from my podcast? Is that even an option? Well, honestly, y'all, your answer is Anchor. Anchor is the one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. Best of all, it is 100% free and ridiculously easy to use. And now, Anchor can match you with great sponsors that want to advertise on your podcast. Yes, you. That means you can get paid to make the podcast. You can get paid to podcast the right way. In fact, that's exactly what I'm doing right now by reading this ad. If you want to get in on this, if you want to make your podcast a reality and you want your success and your word to be a thing, man, you already know. Hop over to Anchor and give it a start. You won't regret it. Catch y'all in the next episode. Peace. We are SpeakFyre. Who are we? We are a collective of inspirational, motivational, life-guiding speakers here to help you make your best life available and real today. For everyone that's looking for anything and everything leadership, you have to check out my guy, Michael Gingras, over at SpeakFyre. For my youth that are coming up, for those of you that have questions that need answers, go hit up Sean B. He's the host of Young Fire, killing the game every single Monday. For those of you that have questions that go a little deeper, for those of you that need that internal fire inside of you, not just sparked, but you need those flames fanned, go check out Aisha Thomas with Internal Fire. For my fathers, y'all, you are the real MVP. Go check out my guy Jody Cedric, the host of Father's Fire. For my champions, for my people that need to be the champion of not only their day, but their entire life, man, you gotta check out my man Neil Legend over at Champion Fire. For my students, doesn't matter if we're talking elementary, middle school, high school, college, my graduate students, all of you, for everything student empowerment, student leadership, and student productivity, tune in to SpeakFyre with me, your host, Bobby Bird. We are SpeakFyre, live every Monday morning, 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You gonna wake up with us? Let's get it.
I am excited to bring you my new book, Trendsetter, 7 Steps to Radically Stand Out to Be the Best You. This book details my journey of coming to the United States and being excited to embrace the American culture. But unfortunately, my culture was not accepted, and I found myself being bullied as a young girl. And in this process, I decided that I wanted to disconnect from my culture to be more accepted into American culture. And through that process, I got so depressed from trying to fit in that I attempted suicide my freshman year in high school. So this book talks about the journey of what I did to become radically transformed to be the strong woman I am today. This book is something that's really going to enable the reader to understand and embrace who they are, embrace what makes them special, and become radically transformed. Get your copy today at becomingatrendsetter.com. Again, that is becomingatrendsetter.com, or check it out at my website at aishathomas.org.